This was the place where the people of Appiate were living before 20th January 2022, when the unfortunate happened, when there was an explosion. As a result, the whole community was razed down. People were rendered homeless, and they had to be resettled at a new place called the Appiate Resettlement, or the Appiate Relief Camp. That place used to be a resettlement area built up by future global resources. But now, the people of Appiate are occupying that place. The government has begun rebuilding the Appiate community. And this is what you see. As today marks exactly 1 year, the explosion happened. We are here on GhanaWeb TV to find out from the people how they have been faring, what have gone on so far, and what have they been up to. Stay with us.
It was almost midday on January 20, 2022, when the sound of an explosion was heard at Appiate, a community near Bogoso in the Prisia-Honi Valley municipality of the Western region. Properties were destroyed. 13 people died on the spot and several others got injured. 3 others died later, bringing the total number of deaths to 16. For several minutes, the community was filled with thick smoke as survivors struggled to find their way to safety. The explosion happened when a motorbike crashed into a truck carrying explosive materials from the Maxam Company Limited. The explosives were being transported by a subcontractor, Arthans Logistics, to the Chirano gold mines. The part of the road where the truck was standing after a caught fire caved in, destroying that portion of the road. The whole Appiate community, with a total population of about 1,000, was devastated, with all residents rendered homeless. The explosion brought together health, safety and security services, including the Ghana National Fire Service, the Ghana Police Service, and the ambulance service, to ensure the victims were rescued safely. Due to the collapse of houses, the Municipal Chief Executive, Dr. Isaac Dasmani, and the Municipal NADMO officer found temporary places for the victims at the Bogoso Roman Catholic Parish Hall to pass the night. They were provided with food items, mattresses, and some clothing, after which the Appiate Disaster Relief Committee was formed to see to the proper management of the victims. They were later moved to the Dumasi settlement, a new community being constructed by Future Global Resources to temporarily settle them. Donations began pouring in from various companies, organizations, government agencies, international organizations, and individuals to support the victims. Tents were erected to serve as temporary residences for the victims at the new settlement called the Appiate Relief Camp. Currently, they have all been moved from the tents to the uncompleted resettlement buildings, where they feel more secure than in the tents.
This is crazy. This is crazy. The whole town. Town in Nala. School no. School no. School Nina is out. The whole town in Bubu. Bomb no a blasted town in call.
A year ago, on 20th January 2022, after the incident, a lot of measures were put in place to at least to house the Appiate citizens. As I speak right now, they are being resettled at the Udumase resettlement camp, and then all the donations and other things that people brought are all be housed there, and then we have been giving it to them, those who are in and those who are outside. Unfortunately, some of the injured, people were not even, from Appiate, so they are all living. Some of them are living in Takrade, Takwa, Kumasi, and all like that. So we've taken data from all of them, and we are, ensuring that almost every month we provide with all of the necessary needs for them.
But how has the Appiatse Disaster Relief Committee been able to manage the victims from day one till today?
They brought in additional staff from national to support us, and with that we adopt a whole lot of strategy to work. It wasn't easy because the people were very traumatized and they didn't understand the process we were taking them through. But by God willing, we were able to go through. As I'm speaking, food sharing in the beginning was a little problem because of their database, but we were able to manage. As we went to the parish hall, the total number of that night was 868. Then we came to the camp and we were able to settle on their population, and we alight on the 1,036. As we came here, we were having 19 pregnant women. All of them has delivered, and we have 1 twins. So the total number was 10, and it has added to the number to make 1,036.
Some of the victims recounted their traumatic experiences.
I say moja so matari na mshavesi wa item mse mvesi maya po na mse moja timipeja mvesi na mse msono essence na wana na mdebe sasa sabo mbona mdebe fa if you can timeba meswa mebesa meba meswa sana bea mbesu no mode maba hospital timikodu na if you nyina anso ase na them times na nsu koma da edem na mura jaro na nyame adu na nsu timisa nsu na bibia mesama na bibisi hwemu bansa na mama ehye timihwe nsu no gumu na mese memu bae aba mpom ho soro timana ntibe 5 minutes nko na metuto ti meda honu mamu na mu se meso aba them time na meso anso pemfo no yese o pejame ti o pejame bia na wate to no mode ntuma ebu mi achichire mu so so mode me ba akaka ma ebe dupa kona brother bi so beso mi no mode ko to ka so mode ya ba asida hase no mode ko mi be do na hwa ma minye be dupa no mode ma ko ti et one man et se jane sanso de eba na menu asoma boy bi ono ya de o so mi na ko ti edu ono bi ya de bi abia na ti ti ono ma mu de san ye na me da bragem no mode ko esoro e ko du on so anye yi no mode me to ka ti mani ti me na ya watapa a o mu pia we na shem ti de me mu ya ne se o ma ye mu operation
Samo ye ye. To ku bia no no.
O ye shon boy hu me ka se.
Obia prebatemi na mu obi ti kra na ma.
Ato what is it?
When is it obia?
Ay daddy. Daddy no question. Ah okay mo operation. Operation. No we that hospital 1 week we me be fi. Na so ba tu ya. Boy. I see a problem I want no one na. How come I need to why the pressure on the pressure on the blood? It's a pain. Yale basa
Bocho. That time na so me si na mu ofi. Na mfa da ko from oba na mu no kan da me manu su. Ti me din su no fi inside ba na ma da brana. Na me hu da wusu afọ krom. Da ma na me kre da. Aso obi ne dan le shiwo. No na me do ma ho wo hwe na o che da obi mu ye adwuma won ho ina wo ko de. Wo kware wa akọbọ na nka we du mu jende e bia la obi ne dan na o le shiwa. Na wa de kwan. Ti me so mu tu me dan ne mu ameko hobi. Akọ hwehwe me na waka ne de obi ankodum ne mita na me sa ma chi kodum mita nti mu ko na me ko hwehwe me ba. Ti mu ko na wo so wo me na ne o lo bobanchi ho. Ti mu ko wo na wo se we agye ho kwan de won ko wo se ho aba ko bi ho. Wa so nti mu zu mi die mi ka bla mu kodu wo na de na o che da ade na mpo wa azza wa me na tam na aso. Ate mi na mi na no so wo kwan no ho ba. Ti mu ko ka bi se na wa kira me da me sa ma chi na me ko na na adze no blasting nti ma mayi atutu me na mede lɔɔre kwan no ho a mepira mogya no nwin mu paa but mutumi sɔre tue mi nkaa kɔdu me fie hɔ na ekyidi hɔ no meyɛ mbrɛ mutumi nkasa mutumi yɛ hwee na metena hɔ a obi a ɔba biara na wapam wɔ si gya ne ibo wei na ɔbɛba na odi emika obi a ɔbɛba biara ɔno wonnua koraa dan na gya ne ba ne nti ɔbɛpam ho damaa ne blade bi a na so epira wɔ n'ani ɔleba ɔbɛfa me hyɛ akyi na ɔde me die mi nkaa ɛkwan bi de ɔde me fa do a ne yɛbɛsi kwan mu yɛyɛ kaa ma yɛde kɔɔ bɔbɔ so
Tina very poor, but we can't tie the wapa. If you go here, you go quiet to carry on a show. I should be a walk on pa. I should be a catch a women you win. See, you way you go, good to be now, we got a well good mister. See, meeting my good to me, and an acquisition 2 years. May would be. May run a babana. Na da buja na ọhyehyɛfo na twumba muntu na mfɔso a motwe ti na muntu ngasese mu bora obi bana meya da mra omafa wani yakɔ hospital eko bo so se ko ko kata ko
na mo fie nti adam wɔ store the me ha wɔ hɔ a metɔ da nyama da metunta ne dada wɔ ɛhɔ nti meti proba na menyima ado nti mesɔre meso na palo kwan mo de na mo twe kakra wɔ baabi a meso na wan nti mesi da me na mesi da me dia me sɔre afi me nyama ne mu na megina no kwan ne mu na ma hwɛ ado kora ɔretwe mu wɔ kwaro ko mu no ayɛ da nti metwe me no na kaa no ije dim ma ɔletɔ paa nya abo nti a me fi hɔ mo no na mo kɔ ma me wɔ so ho aso TV esi na me mpanyinfo na wɔ hɔ na mo ka atɔre mo nunu bitan na wo mpoi na damadi na esi kwaro kwan no nti na mama adwina nde transformer no so bi aka no ole kapaka no nti me ya dam no na we isi me nti me ko ni sad wona me dum me ka no nti a trans wona na mti bra ti we no se be small boy na no gyina me chan no se be nti me yi nti me se me na onkeka no ho wonso sabe de me die minka nti ma na me pada obi bo so me ba no mu na wa ama me ba ne enyankwa ama nti me kekema ba me ya na me hye obi a nti ma me bi wo fa na nti ma nsa on de so fi hino na o so me ba no do no de ba da time ade be gina ha mu na me ba no nshi nti ma me ne tini kyere ansana olusun to oshi na na ka cha na menje me ba no na oro kwa hye na so ne de no.
Many had their legs, arms, and other parts of their bodies broken as a result of the explosion, with some still having particles of metals within their bodies. 1 year on, life has not been easy for the victims as they lost everything they had, bringing their lives to a total standstill.
Sisi obanda muno this ya yenya hwe nti sisi ya sere abanda sisi ya sere na lada muaye no yenya aso papa pa mu abo he nti sisi ya mu abo he koduru no ya sere sisi ya mu edu no ya dzin ma he mo ya kakra na je botum ni aso da tonton bibi ya da hwa mu fra me ya
make it a miskam dey business bibi na abanda mu sika na ahye nti eja so obi na obado mu kura age so di flu na ton wi ade ni sika koma nti ama ye wo manyin onti the first no kra wo je de teman kasa abanda mu so yanku mu aduma ina ya basa nti iya mba na ya ye manyin ya wo je de wo man kasa
first no wa apiate no ama ye so kakra meton ade me san so pam ade kakra obi di nema ba na ma pam ama no na meton nema kakra nka na asem ni sie na ebeduru ha no ese obi an pam ade bi na ade ton no so na enko te se first no wo to kofa nema begu ha besi ho saa nti a isa ma se Saturday bia na ma pam machine akoto na bogo so na ye operation kakra nka menya kakra na me de abefia be de abebo me ba no school ko nti kakra metimi aka da mas.
Some of these women who have begun these small businesses receive support from some organizations so they could start their lives over again.
Yeah, well, since the incident happened, there have been some series of donations, series of monies given to them Some organizations even gave them some money, directly to them, not through assembly, not through NADMO. Some of the things that the money that were given to them directly and other things, a lot of them have picked their lives back and they are seriously going about with their activities, with the exception of the injured. And once you go there, you see that people are happily moving around and then doing their own businesses. So I think now the challenge we are having is that those who are injured, because we have about 8 people who are paralyzed, and as at now, some of them cannot even walk. So those are the people that we are concentrating now and then providing some support for them.
The people of Appiatse have expressed their profound gratitude to the Appiatse Disaster Relief Committee and donors for the support so far.
Since I did, I don't form my moya, I did Johnny Bray and paying for. My Johnny, all right. Much Johnny, my did me. If you here be our office was to see ya, that's at the corner of one. Mut me there, mut me the my. Say, young Jim Conquer and Coco Boy, Johnny, ye be. By a sign you become Honswa, yepe.
Some of the victims were, however, of the view that the monies donated by companies, organizations, and individuals were not enough for them. The PRO of the Appiatse Disaster Relief Committee, Daiweo Kwashi, explained the reason.
Yes, there's one confusion in the minds of almost everybody in this country. That has to do with the various funds that are in place to take care of the Appiate issue. One of them is the Appiate Disaster Relief Fund. That is made up of the local people that are in charge of the day-to-day running of the Appiate people. It is chaired by the MC, the divisional chief, Nana Atakoto Brimbi, is on that committee. The area head of the Church of Pentecost Apostle, the parish priest, police commander, health director, and the rest. We are all on that committee. That is what I'm part of. We receive donations around, yes, but how it has been circulated around that all the donations come to us and we still cry for money, it's something else. It makes it look like we don't know what we are doing. Truth is that when the incident occurred and the government promised reconstructing the community, they set up a fund that is headed by our own dear mother, Madam Joyce. That is the support fund. The mandate was to look for money, to solicit for funds, to reconstruct the community. That is why the fine that was placed on Maxam, they asked that a certain percentage be paid into that fund, which was the seed money for the reconstruction. So all those donations that you heard, Ghana Gas, this, GMPC and the staff, Go Fields, the $4 million, this million Ghana CD and stuff, it didn't come to the relief committee. It went into the support fund. That is what they are using to reconstruct the community. So we, the relief committee, we don't receive that huge donation for us to have enough to do all these things that they are asking.
Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Baumia, on Friday, January 21, 2022, paid a visit to the victims where he, on behalf of the government, assured them of the rebuilding of the Appiatse community. GhanaWeb's visit to the reconstruction site indicates that some of the buildings were at the roofing level, others at the lintel and footing stages. Brick molding machines were erected on site, with workers busily molding the bricks to ensure constant supply of bricks.
Government assured the people of reconstructing their community for them. And like I said, individuals and organizations have donated building materials. Recently, Ghana donated 4,000 bags of cement. That is quite a number. With other organizations, Gapoha and stuff, all donating cement, others iron rods and stuff. And as you can see, it's evident that reconstruction is ongoing. And like the consultant said, by June, July, we should be seeing a completion to the works that is ongoing. And just like how the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Honorable Samuel Jinapor, assured, by the end of this year, the people of Appiatse should come back to their community.
Now, if you look at the main reconstruction, headed by the Honorable Benito Bio, as we speak right now, work is progressing steadily because initially there were some groundwork and paperwork and all those things, and that caused a little delay. But since they started, the work is progressing. Right now, we can say that they are about 35% complete, and they are still working on it seriously. So we are all following up with our rapt attention and making sure that at the end of the day, the Appiatse people get their homes back and get their lives back. It's right now it's about 35% complete, and then the target is by July, where all the buildings should be at the roofing stage, or maybe let me give myself maybe plus or minus by the close of this year, we should be able to relocate.
Although the government of Ghana fined Maxam $6 million, the chief of the community and its residents do not think the amount was enough.
Na ne mesre ne se ne Ghana man anase Ghana ban etumi ejina aye se atoyenchem esi yi obehwe na oma chichire Appiatse kuro no foforo no ne mesre me sadam yam na Akufo Addo ne se onfa sa kwan na so na on hye Maxam company fo no kutupa se yava ne se compensation ai se omode mai no abane fa ne nan ensi form na on show mo ketupa say e so mo ma Appiatse man
say bra asemisi no ebi yawo e ko Maxam for and one peka say often e dan ni si no ka fan no ho waji tum say ko fan no ho waji tum dia ono nya e besia ase on say abi ne yebedi afia skebia na obia hu ya yede bi ba mnim prai yaza obugotum ayi djuma don hi no wetum ejina na name to say man nka otida da yes rere nanado obasia akọ Maxam fo ho no asan ihu akejina asan akasa ema ometum abamahe competition.
While requesting for more support, the Deputy NADMO Director, Louis Afo, and the PRO, Daiwe Kwashi, expressed their profound gratitude to all companies, organizations, and individuals who have been donating to the community from day one till date.
So lots of companies and individuals have supported us in cash, in kind and stuff. I can't do without mentioning the Red Cross Society and International Organization for Migration, World Food Program, UNICEF, the various embassies in the country, Chamber of Mines especially. They were able to mobilize all the mining companies to come in to support the people in all forms. We remain most grateful to all of them, and various people from various walks of life who came to support the people. They are the reason why still the people are up. Otherwise, it would have been a different story. So we remain grateful. But as it is 1 year, we'll continue to ask for support because we still have people who are going in and out of hospitals.
Things were coming across the nation, even outside Red Cross, IOM, UNICEF, World Food Organization, IMF, Minerals Investment Fund, churches, and the president himself, the nation, has really shown love to these Appiatse people. And with that, it has helped us because whatever they need in terms of the pregnant women, breastfeeding mothers, to the old age, we've been able to meet not all of their needs, but we've been able to meet most of their needs to make sure they get back to their normal life. I can say that with the help of IOM and the Red Cross Ghana, now people who are serious to start life have begun something, which is helping them.
1 year on after the explosion happened, people have to live their lives again. But it has been quite difficult for them. Members are appreciative of the donations and things they have received for organizations, individuals, and companies, and they are very much appreciative of that. However, they are pleading for more support for them as they have to start their life from ground zero up to a different level. In the Appiate community, that is the relief community, that is what we are seeing behind me. As we speak to people on GhanaWeb TV, they are of the view that if people come to their age, their life will come back to normalcy. From the Appiate relief camp, this is Thomas Tete reporting for GhanaWeb TV.